In this video, I'd like to look at the population growth of the US in the 1800s, some data I took from Wikipedia. We're going to plot the data and fit it and find how well it fits to an exponential model. And then we're going to look at sort of playing around in Excel to find out sort of how many years it takes the population to double. Okay. So again, here's the Excel, the Wikipedia page from which I took the data. So I just focused on the 1800s here and just sort of took these first four digits. So I wrote this as 5.308. I just sort of truncated this last part and said this was 5.308 million. So 5.308 million. And I, instead of plotting the years, I plotted the years since 1800 so that the years would not be these huge numbers. Okay, so these are the years since 1800. This is the US population in millions. I'm going to highlight the data and I'm going to insert XY scatter, make a scatter graph here with the chart highlighted. I get to the chart design and I'm going to pick a quick layout number 9, and then I'm going to change the model. So I'm going to right click on the trend line and choose exponential. Okay, so that's a pretty good fit. The R squared is 0.9919. So that's a pretty good fit. 1 would be like perfect. So pretty good. I'm going to delete the legend. This is years since 1800, we'll say, and this is population, US population in millions, and I'll say US population 1800s, and I'll say Wikipedia data. Okay. So we have our basic graph. X-axis label, Y-axis label will fit to an exponent. Here's our model. I'm going to increase the font size here. Okay. And now the question, Okay, now the question I want to ask is, how many years does it take for the population to double, or at least in this 1800 period? Okay. So we can get a rough estimate by just sort of looking at the graph. So we started around 5, a little more, 5.3, and doubling that would be 10. So we can just, staring at the data, we can see it's more than 20. If we doubled the original 5.3, that would be at 10.6, right? And so we are more than 20 and less than 30. So, let's say 22 or something like that. So some estimate based on that. Now we can the way an exponential works is that it should be the same. The doubling should take an effect no matter. So we started here in 1800, but that should be roughly the case no matter what. So here, let's go to the 1840s, and the population was 17. So to double that would be 34. And we're going another 10 years, another 20 years. And so between another 10 and 20 years is when we get to the doubling, 34. So it was, again, 20 some years. Okay. So that's sort of approach 1, sort of looking at the data, or also looking at the graph. So I could look at the graph and say, I hit the, here's where I was, passed through at 10 in 1920, and then when am I going to go through 20? Oh, that's about 40, 47 or something like that. So maybe 27 years later. Okay, so we can sort of look at the graph and do it. We can look at the numbers and do it. Let's take this model and play a little bit with Excel. So let's go back to the starting place. And now we have to decide whether we want to do the 5.3 or work with the 5.6. Let's just work with the model. So 5.6. So 5.66 is where we start. If I put in x equals 0, well, let's do it. So here is a 0 for the x. Let me label this x. I'm going to play around with this model. And then this is going to be the y. And let's put in my x of 0 and put in my y. I'm going to enter this formula that we got from the fit. So 5.6648. And then I multiply that. There's all these implied multiplications that we have to make explicit in Excel. And then there's a function in Excel for exponentials, exp. And then functions have parentheses. So this is exp open parenthesis, and then it's 0.027. And then that gets multiplied by our x. And our x, the point I'm interested in first, is x equals 0. And then that's the end of the exponential. Okay, so there is the number. That's just the number out front. So when x is 0, we start at the number out front. And then we think it's 20 years later. Okay, so let's put here 20. And what I can do is take the formula, because the formula, I didn't put in 0 for x, I put in the cell reference of A16. So I can highlight the cell with my formula. If I go down into the lower right-hand corner and get what I call the thin cross, the filling cursor, then I can drag my formula down. My formula updates. The A16 turns into A17, which is now I put in 20. So now I have one of two choices. I can put in 21. I can change my 20 to 21. That's a possibility. Or I can keep my 20 and put 21, 22. And I can take, if I have like even the slightest hint of a pattern in Excel, 20, 21, I can sort of copy that down. And so here I have 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and I can copy my formula down. And then I can say, oh, when was, what's double? So let's use Excel's calculator capabilities. And so we need to get to 11.3. So maybe I need to go down to 26. And so between 25 and 26 years, it doubles. Okay. And then let's say you're very persnickety and you want to know sort of exactly within the formula. Then we need to know a little bit more math. So we could get a rough estimate in the 20s just based on looking at the data or looking at the graph. We could, really sort of put in our formula and use Excel's ability to just calculate over and over again and sort of pinpoint it a bit. Or we could do, I'll show you the bit of math and then do that. in Excel. So I'm going to do I just want to do a little writing. So here is my formula. Let me take this out of the way. My formula was y equals 5.6648 e to the 0.027x. And I want to know when I get to twice this. So I'm going to say 2 times 5.66, and then I'll truncate it, is 5.66. The exponential of 0.027x. Again, this is like overkill math, but let's do it. So both sides have this 5.66, so that cancels. And what you do mathematically to get rid of an exponential is a log, a natural log. So I take a natural log of 2, and then that gives me just what's inside the exponential. And then if I want to get the x, the time that it took to double, x was on the, what was on the x-axis was the year. So if I solve for x, I'm solving for the number of years. So if I take x and it's log of 2 divided by this 0.027, I will find the number of years. So let's go back over to Excel and take, Excel knows math. So it knows about a logarithm, ln, natural log of 2. And then I'm going to divide that by that 0.027. And there's my 25 years, 25.67 years. So that is another way. So we had the rough way, looking at the data or the graph. We can fine tune it a little bit with Excel, or we can do this sort of more exacting math. But it's about a quarter of a decade, or sorry, not a quarter of a decade, a quarter of a century, or about 25 years for the population to double. This was the US population back in the 1800s. So that's what I wanted to show you. Thanks much for your attention.